Savaged.
This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Real news, it's not fake news.
Answer along the line.
Am I allowed to say that? Oh, I'm not political. Anyway, guys. So yeah, we're ready. 1 second.
The left are liars. Stop the fucking bullshit.
Bye. Go home to mommy.
An army or a group. It only takes one person to fight for freedom.
Savage on the suit.
Alrighty, guys, welcome to the show. Welcome to Savage Unfiltered, guys. Joining me here is Soslin. Soslin, buddy, what's up? It looks like you're joining us here on the comforts of your back porch, huh?
Well, it's more of where I work at, and it's like the comforts, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Like the tree, the sun is shining.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful weather.
I see that. Yeah, looks awesome, man.
It's very peaceful. You know, I have to tell you, the one thing I remember about Peewee Herman, I know this might sound dark, but the only time I remember is him getting charged with indecent exposure.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I remember about Peewee Herman. I don't remember his comedy. I don't remember I know he was like wacky and quirky, but like the whole thing is that he did a indecent exposure on in front of a group of kids, and I don't know if he was trying to be funny or not, but that's the only thing I remember about Peewee Herman. I know that's a horrible thing to remember.
Well, it's Sos, it's a horrible thing, man. What happened with Pee-wee Herman. I mean, that incident, guys, if you remember, that was back in 1991.
Yep.
I was shit, man. I was like 10, maybe 11 years old at the time, and I remember, Pee-wee Herman was basically it was in front of somewhat of a group of kids, but he was caught masturbating in a movie theater. If everybody remembers that. Now, a lot of people were like, they didn't recognize him, Sos, because like he had long hair and this and that. But
yep.
The long hair, I'm going to get into the long hair and why there was long hair, because we always knew he had like his hair parted, right? It was like kind of parted like this on every role that he had for Pee-wee Herman. And then, of course, other movies. He just did it to Pee-wee Herman, the Playhouse.
Wait, did I just do that?
Hey, guys.
That aired on ABC back then. But he was in other movies, like big roles, man. Let's talk about the incident that he got charged with, okay? Yeah. Because I mean, everybody back then knew him as a quirky, wacky, sometimes out of control. In a way, he played like a schizophrenic. But if you were young, man, you couldn't pick it up. You know what I mean?
No, and not only that, but his comedy and stuff, you had to like. One thing I also like, he was in Princess Bride, the movie Princess Bride. I don't know if you ever heard of that movie.
Yeah, he was in Princess Bride. A lot of people won't pick it up because of the makeup that had him on. Yeah.
Yeah, so he was on there, and it was absolutely funny seeing him on there. But his comedy and stuff, you have to kind of have to have like a open mind when you have his comedy. When he did like adult comedy and stuff, you have to have like kind of an open mind coming into it. And it took a little while for you to pick up the hook line. And then once you got the hook line, you couldn't stop laughing at him.
Yeah.
At his comedy.
It was funny. I mean, it was damn humor. I mean, literally. But I mean, here's the incident. I want to go back, okay, Sos. I want to go back here, and we're gonna keep Sos on because normally I do like split reactions here on Savage Unfiltered, where I'll plug in a clip. Now, I was happened to find this clip on YouTube, and I'm surprised they still have the damn clip. I mean, this clip is very, very old. Okay, we're talking about pre-internet days, Sos. Where, if you didn't see the clip, it would be very, very hard back in 1991, let alone the early 90s, to find this clip. Guys, check this clip out. of Pee-wee Herman, okay, and the whole myths. We talk about the whole masturbating thing, of him being him, exposing himself into a fucking theater. I mean, I guess he couldn't wait for it, right? So let's check this clip out, guys.
Trail cinema during the X-rated movie Tiger Shark.
Anyone that saw the movie where he was on his red bicycle with the flat top, that was not the image projected on this particular evening. It's my understanding he now has a goatee, a mustache, and his hair is much longer. He had a cap on, and I guess he was dressed as any normal person going to a theater for an afternoon of theater enjoyment.
Police also say 3 other men were also arrested on a similar charge of indecent exposure, a misdemeanor crime that could mean up to 60 days in jail and a $500 fine for the comedian. Rubens, who grew up in Sarasota, refused to comment on the charges, but his attorney Dan Danheiser told the Sarasota Herald Tribune Sunday, quote, "He does a lot of things with kids over the world, and his career will be over when that story runs." This is not the first time Rubens has had a run-in with the law. According to police, Rubens was arrested in 1983 for loitering and prowling 3 blocks in the same XXX South Trail Adult Theater. The 1983 misdemeanor charge was later dropped by the state attorney's office.
Hey, what's today's week of work, Conky?
The 38-year-old Rubens developed the Pee-wee Herman character, a lovable nerd with nasal voice, skinny bow tie, and shrunken 50s-style suit in 1979, while working in L.A. as part of an improvisational group known as the Groundlings.
Oh,
After
I remember
the 1982 HBO special popularized Pee-wee Herman, Rubens' star was on the rise. It led to a movie, Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah.
And then to television's Pee-wee's Playhouse and another film, Big Top Pee-wee. Rubens, who was released from
there's the
police
mug shot
custody
right
on
there.
a $219 bond, will be arraigned August 9th in a circuit court. Bill Tush, CNN Entertainment News, New York.
Yeah,
If
that was
the second time. If that's the second time, I mean, clearly, was he ever married?
To my knowledge, I don't think he was married. I'm gonna have to duck go that as we're doing it, Sos. But
Yeah, because clearly he should have been married, and then he would not had those situations at XXX movies.
I don't know. I think Pee-wee Herman, even before he had died, we've known Pee-wee Herman, Sos, as a quiet, private guy. Even when he was filming the series of Pee-wee Herman's Playhouse on ABC, he led a private, very, very private lifestyle. He was a loner. Okay, I do understand that he was a loner. But here it is right here. Okay, I had to duck go this. I don't Google shit anymore, by the way, Sos. It's all duck go because I'm tired of the fucking the tracking shit that Google does. So everything is duck go. I like living that private lifestyle where they don't track you and stuff, which they don't. Duck go doesn't track you at all. They respect your privacy. So was Paul Rubens married? Yes. Paul Rubens, known to the world as Pee-wee Herman, reportedly married Shandy Hefner, Sos, back in 1989 in an impromptu mock wedding ceremony. Hefner is the adopted daughter, Sos, of the late. Can you guess it?
Hugh Hefner.
What's that?
Hugh Hefner.
No. She was the adopted daughter of the late Henry of Doris Duke, whom he met in Hawaii through comedian Jim Neighbors. Everybody remember Jim Neighbors? He was a famous comedian back in the 80s and into somewhat of the 70s, early 90s. A lot of Gen Zs out there won't know who the hell I'm talking about. Sos is probably question marks popping up, little emojis on his top of his head. But no. I mean, they set him up, okay, and this was through a 1999 interview with Vanity Fair. Vanity Fair, Sos, basically pulled the whole, deep story of Pee-wee Herman / Paul Rubens on his marriage.
Home internet, what a pain in the... Hey, neighbor! Try T-Mobile, it sets up so fast. It's like Wi-Fi that runs on 5G. Home internet from T-Mobile? Wait till you see. Tell me more, tell me more. One cord's all that you need. Tell me more, tell me more. Don't you worry about speed. I can't believe it. It's just $50. Why pay more? Paying more sucks. T-Mobile home internet seems too good to be true. But that's what T-Mobile can do. Tell me more, tell me more.
Yo, these are the bomb.
And they're air popped, not fried.
Popcorners. You're an artist.
Actually, Jesse, it's just basic ingredients. No, we don't eat our own supply.
Mr. White.
Jesse.
Everyone's gonna want to taste. What are these? We call them popcorners.
Take!
We've got 6 signature flavors, Joe.
7! You make 7!
7 works.
Yeah.
Stay away from my wife.
Hi, I'm Ben Stiller. My job as an actor is making you believe what you're seeing is real. Louise, will you? The pain is real.
That the cold is real. Don't say that about yourself. I know.
The friendship is real.
The real is real.
But it's not real, it's just acting. Wow, that's like really good. Or was I just acting? Only way to know is to try it for yourself.
This is really, really ridiculously good tasting.
But it was a mocked up wedding. They never really. It was like the wedding between, Michael Michael Jackson and Presley, right?
Yep.
They didn't love each other. They only married each other because of the money, So what's your thoughts here before we get further on the whole Pee-wee thing, all right? Because it's catching a lot of attention on the internet. Everybody loved Pee-wee Herman, even though he was a fucking pervert. So
He was a pervert.
Little boys and girls in my generation, Sos, we didn't pick up the pervertness back in the 80s and 90s of Peewee Herman's Playhouse. Now I understand what type of man he lived through,
I'm guessing that.
But hold on, Sos. There was a sad part of Peewee Herman. We're going to get into that a little later into the episode here, because there was a sad part of his life that he hid from the general public for years. And I'm going to get into that, okay? But I want your thoughts on the whole movie theater incident back in 1991. That was in Sarasota County here in the state of Florida.
I think that's like kind of creepy though. I mean, imagine that you're sitting next to a guy that's long hair, and then he pulls out his Tonka, and next you know he's just going to town on it. I mean, it's like kind of embarrassing.
He whipped it out, Sos. I mean, he whipped it out in front of like everybody. I mean, it's like something that you don't do. I mean,
no, you don't. But then you also have to imagine though. Think of how like depressing you have to be to do that, or like how low of a person you have to be to pull that kind of a thing. And I don't know if it was like a joke. I don't know if it was a prank or not. But man, I was like, I'd be so embarrassed as a man. I would if I did that personally. I don't think I would be able to like. I would run away from other people. I would not be in the media. I would not be in anything because I'd be so embarrassed. Because the only thing because like you said, the only thing I remember about Peewee Herman is a movie theater incident, and I don't remember about his Playhouse and about the Princess Bride, because that's the only thing I remember about his movie incident and how he got charged with it, and then he ended up kind of brushing it off and stuff. And that's what kind of person it ruins your reputation, and that's what he did. Not once, but twice. And it's kind of embarrassing as a grown man, as a 38-year-old man, but that's just me.
Yeah, well, you got to remember, Sos, inside the sinister scandals, right? We'll use that word sinister because he committed a lot of sinister scandals. That threatened most of his career. Do you remember back in 1991? That was the biggest scandal that he had committed to himself was the masturbation incident in Sarasota at the movie theater. Like that incident, Sos, destroyed his movie career. There was a lot of movie productions back then that seen the talent behind the character Peewee Herman, also by his real name, Paul Rubens. And a lot of production companies did not want to pick him up. I mean, does everybody know, like back in the early 90s, he was in the movie Batman Returns. He played the Penguin's father. A lot of people don't realize that, but he almost got eliminated from that role. They were like, we don't want this pervert that was just arrested not too long ago in Florida at a movie theater. We don't want that.
Well, okay. What about this though? I mean, what happens if like he ended up getting smaller roles in the movies as like he got in the early 2000s instead of like major roles that he should have had? That's what kind of he had. Like, for instance, he could have been a major role in Princess Bride, but instead he got a minor role. Same thing in Batman and same thing in other movies and shows that he ended up going through. Because of his crime that he did. It ruined his movie career because like they don't want him being the main character. So they're like, well, we're going to keep you in, but we're going to keep you as a minor character or is that like a minor role because we don't want to like be affiliated with you, but at the same time we want you to like make good publicity.
Hey guys, don't forget to check out Savage Army Shop, guys. Got some brand new merchandise on there, guys. If you want to check it out, love to have you part of the Savage Army, guys. We got everything from t-shirts to mugs to now hats. That's right, guys. We got some brand new hats that just literally came out. SavageArmy.com's official hat. Join the Savage Army. You can check that out, guys, as well as other hats. There's a double entendre, Joseph M. Leonard original, available in white only, guys. Right? We also have Awake, Not Woke. That's right, guys. You get tired and fed up with wokeness in America. You're going to want to check this hat out. Available on SavageArmy.com for $23.99. That's right, guys. Low price. Keeping it low in the battle in the midst of our inflation here we still have in America. Terrible stuff, guys. We're going to have some more hats out there, guys. Just throwing out some new designs, new products there on SavageArmy.com. About to drop very, very soon, guys. Soslin having his own section. Cousin Sos, guys. It's going to be available in all different types of products. You're going to want to check out your Cousin Sos material. Really, really awesome stuff, guys. As well as our most popular items. Restore our American Republic. That's right, guys. We are in a battle for it all. Can't even explain how much trouble this country is in since President Joe Biden has taken the helm. Last but not least, guys, cancel woke pride. That's right, guys. Selling like hotcakes, especially here in the state of Florida, guys. We don't celebrate wokeness or the Sixth Amendment pride shit that you see in America. I see a lot of people buying that die-cut sticker, placing it on their bumper, on their car, their pickup trucks. Hell, I've even seen it on golf carts resorty type areas here in Florida. So much appreciated. Thanks very much for buying the sticker, Cancel Woke Pride. So, guys, again, check us out on SavageArmyShop.com as well as our new coffee. That's right, guys. We got some brand new coffee stuff happening. The new coffee is SavageArmyExtras.storefront.live. That's right, guys. We got two brands, Toxic Heat as well as Savage Army, as well as our whey protein, Savage Elite, guys. Check us out there on that website. Brand new website, SavageUnfiltered.com, will be available this upcoming week as we are leaving our soft lunch to now become active. That's right, guys. Check us out there. Without further ado, let's get this show rolling, right? Let's get it rolling. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping, guys. Like no tomorrow, right?
Savage Unfiltered.
Yeah, well, listen to this, Sos. Following years and years ago from the 1991 charge, I want to go to most recent time with the pornography and everything. The actor was also accused of possessing. This is what Sos is talking about. I think you were talking, and you kind of had it backwards a little bit with the child pornography. I'm not really sure, Sos, if you knew about the whole, masturbation movie theater in 1991. This is well before Sos's time. My Sos wasn't even yet. But the thing that Sos is referring to was in 2002, Sos, when he was accused of possessing child pornography, and he was arrested for that. Yeah.
Again. Yeah. And see that's like the sinister of Peewee Herman. And a lot of people can't look over. And now we're going to see more. Well, here's my whole thing is on this take. Now, as he is probably pretty much gone now, look how many people are going to come out now and say, hey, he has a lot more like child pornography coming out. He has a lot more dark secrets that we didn't know about him, and now we do. And saying that the reason why the Playhouse was meant to do something else, and it was like a lot darker secret, more skeleton in the closet, and I think he was only in the way, and now we're gonna find out a lot about him.
There's a lot of things about me you don't know anything about, Daddy.
Yeah,
things
Michael,
you wouldn't understand.
Here's my question: why would you have in 2002? Okay, if you're married, if you have some, why would you have child pornography? That's my question. What
things
drives a person to do that?
Well, Sos, you mentioned something really, really, really interesting. We're going to find out a lot more behind the life of Paul Rubens, right? We're going to find out, what drove him to these type of scandals, because it seemed like he was addicted to pornography. He was addicted to a raunchier side of a lifestyle, right? I mean, he led that and showed that. But, there was an interview back in, 1994, if I have correct. I'm not really sure. Who was it? Oh, it was one of these. I forgot the name, but it's on the top of my head. I'm not giving fake news, guys. I swear. But no, there was at 1994, Sos, where Paul himself sat down in an interview, and they said, Mr. Rubens, we know that you lived a private life. You lived a lonely life. You were married at one time. The marriage did not last. In the 80s, it was a flop of a marriage. It was basically like, you were just doing it for publicity, or she was just doing it for publicity. What's going on, sir? Why do you seem to like or love this lifestyle of being lonely? Because the guy was lonely. I mean, we've seen a lot of movie legends, comedy legends that was in his category, Sos, that were lonely. I mean, look at what's his face? Robin Williams. The guy was depressed, man, for years.
Yeah.
But he died of basically ODing on pills and everything.
Now brighter?
Oh, imagine that. A brighter Boston.
A brighter Boston. Your cousin from Boston. Morning, neighbor. Huh?
Take the parking spot. You take the parking spot. I insist. No, I insist.
Hey, what do you want to do?
What?
Welcome to Boston. We love New Yorkers here.
Hey, you want to go to the ballet? Dump them.
Recycling. Takes all of us.
Hey, when you're finished with that can, put it over here.
We only got one planet.
And why talk trash when you can spread love? Thank you. Spread love, spread love, spread love.
Hey, genius. Your card declined.
Oh, okay, just got to call my mom. All right. Be right back. Boston Lager, now brighter. Sam Adams, baby.
Savage. Michael Jackson, same thing. He was depressed and he was lonely. You know, and you look at all these other characters. And see, that tells you something, though. That tells you something within Hollywood that I have a question on. Hollywood changes people, and it takes out the innocence out of a character, and it changes and alters a person's mindset and their thought process.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like they're dragged into it and chained into, you know, living a certain lifestyle. And if they change or if they like act a certain way, then they get shunned by other Hollywood actors for being who they are. So they have to put on this act. And now we have Peewee Herman, and now we also have Robin Williams that like were very depressed and lived lonely lives. And other characters, of course, other actors, you know, that are like that were part of Hollywood. You know, that's my big take, is that this also shows you the dark secrets of Hollywood and how it literally takes the life out of a person. Like you sell your soul to the devil, pretty much, or you sell your soul to Hollywood.
Pretty much. I mean, you labeled that correctly, Sos. I mean, pretty much. Yeah. But Sos, check out this this Instagram post, okay, that he actually put on his Instagram. And this was a few days, Sos, a few days, guys. Even people that are listening to the podcast, whether it's an audio or video, guys, I strongly suggest you check out our video package, because you won't see this on audio. You know, I know Spotify, if you have the Spotify app, it'll show the video in Spotify. But check out this posting, guys, that he put out. Just like I said, just a few days ago before his death. And it's almost like I'm sorry, an apology type of posting. Check this out, guys. Very sad. You know, we decided to keep that up for just a little bit so you could see the posting and everything. But Sos, it was almost like I said prior to me showing the clip of an apology. I'm sorry to any of his fans that that supported his work for all those years.
What happens if I have a question though? We don't know the cause of his death.
We do.
What happens if?
We do know the cause of his death, because I'm going to get into that in a little bit. But go ahead, Sos.
Oh, am I okay? I was jumping to conclusion. Okay,
yeah, you're fine.
Well, I was thinking, okay, this might be sick and twisted, but I was thinking that he probably because 70 years old is very young in this day and age. It's like very young. I'm thinking that when you send that kind of apology, it's like more of a suicide, like a suicide, but like you're like, you know, you're so depressed and that you're going to go one step further, and you're like pretty much lost any willingness to fight or any willingness to like give up or do anything. So you're going to do one mass apology post, and then what you're going to do is that you're going to probably like end your life like a couple days later. I mean, is that right or not really? Or am I completely off the deep end?
No, you're right, Sos. You're right. And you know, for those who are watching, guys, we're basically plugging in some of his work over the years. You know, you see it in the beginning there, Pee-wee's Playhouse, and him doing the weird looking dance and everything that he does. I mean, I don't know, Sauce. Like, what was your answer again? I'm sorry, I got lost in the clouds.
No, you're good. I'm thinking that he, like, when you send that kind of a letter or a post out to your fans and stuff,
Yeah.
and out to your family, I'm thinking that either he like overdosed or he probably committed suicide.
You think so?
Because 70 years old is very young, and you don't send that out, and then next you know you're dead. You don't send that out. Like,
Well, the cause of his death, guys, if you're not aware, Pee-wee had died from years and years of battling terminal cancer, Sauce. So he was diagnosed years ago with cancer. That was the cause of his death. I was surprised, because we've known that, Pee-wee Herman, his stage name, his real name, guys, Paul Rubens, was a loner. He was a patient of depression. He battled that like forever. And he was an actor.
that doesn't make sense, though.
What's that, Sauce?
That just doesn't make sense.
But he was one of those actors that can play it off. I mean, there are actors in Hollywood that can play that off and just ignore it, Sauce. I mean, you could be walking next to a normal individual that's not even in Hollywood that could basically void all of their mental health out. There are people that are capable of doing that. I know people myself on a personal scale, okay, both in Hollywood and off the set. I know comedians, I know radio personalities that suffer huge amounts of mental illness, Sauce, and they're able to play it off. So it makes sense, but it wouldn't make sense to people like not understanding how can somebody play that off for all those years. Depression, anxiety.
Yeah.
But maybe the cancer literally bit him in his own rear, and I say that loosely as a wake-up call to saying, Paul, you can't hide this anymore. You can't hide your loneliness anymore. You can't hide your depression anymore without helping yourself. I hate to say it, guys, but, I'm going to get a little biblical here and a little spiritual, maybe possibly a little religious, but, God works in mysterious ways. So maybe God was trying to wake up Paul Rubens and saying, come out with yourself and help yourself. You've seen that with, comedy greats and movie legends such as Robin Williams and Michael Jackson and the music industry. You've seen that. So, I mean, if they're not going to help themselves, well, is that a spiritual tense? I mean, that's my question. I don't know.
Welcome to Dunkin', a new special. Dunkin' Run, medium or large coffee, get a donut for an incremental $1. Like, how can it be this inexpensive and good?
Cream, no sugar.
I'm just gonna have to just give you 10 munchkins. You look a little lost. 1 second, I'm trying to find the bagels. Do I look familiar?
Oh.
Should I be in it, or do you want just a self-portrait?
What are you doing here?
Harassing me, find my
Is this
friends.
what you do when you say you're going to work all day?
I gotta go, guys.
Grab me a glaze.
Savage. I don't either. Well, what happened to he was like seeking for help, but at the same time, God's like, well, I'm gonna do something in your life, but like, what happens if it was like 6 years ago? He supposedly had this cancer, but he kept it like hidden all along. But he kept it so undercover, but it was too late though. He didn't listen to what God had to say, and so he just kind of blew him off because he was really never a religious person either.
No.
But he missed that. But he missed that opportunity, and so now he has to live with the consequences. And now instead of seeking help and seeking support, he passed away. Because you'd be surprised. If something happened in my life, and I started doing this day in the life of Sos because I want people to know who kind of I am and stuff. It's very interesting, and people are like, "Man, are you okay?" Like you'd be surprised of how much support I have. People say, "Oh man, you were like under the weather. Are you okay?" and stuff, and that encouragement and that, that empathy and that support helped me to like get improved and helped me to like, get better and stuff. And so now I'm feeling 100 times better, and seeing. God does it in certain ways, But Paul Rubin missed that chance because he's like, well, I'm going to keep it private. I'm guessing he kept it private from his own family too.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I'm probably not going to tell anyone. I'm just going to probably keep us dormant. And even though when you're dealing with something with cancer, because as a hospice minister, as like a person that deals with people that are battling cancer and stuff, it's so vital that you surround yourself with people that encourage you. It's so vital to surround yourself with people that are going to encourage you along the way, along with God, not fight it by yourself. Because if you're going to fight it by yourself, you're going to get depressed at yourself. You're going to get very frustrated at yourself. And at one point, you're going to give up. For instance, my grandpa, when he was diagnosed with cancer, he wanted to give up. But then I said, Grandpa, no, let's do this together. Let's fight this together. And he fought, and we both, like, it's that mentality of, like, our family came alongside with him, and he lived 4 extra years than originally planned on 6 months. So it makes a huge deal about it. And I think that certain privacy is the one that was a detriment unto him. Sorry, I didn't mean to go on a
No, you're fine. You're fine, Sos. But there was a piece here, guys. I want to plug in here from E.T. Right? No, not the movie E.T., but Entertainment Tonight, guys. That put this piece out, guys. Check this out.
Guy. After a few supporting roles over the years, Rubens made a comeback thanks to his signature persona, this time on Broadway.
Feels fantastic, I have to say. I feel so lucky and blessed. It's just incredible.
The Broadway show's success inspired another feature film in 2016, Pee-wee's Big Holiday.
Are we going to your party?
Pee-wee, we are the party.
Paul leaves behind an enormous legacy, as well as one final message to his fans in the wake of his death. Please accept my apology for not going public with what I've been facing the last 6 years. I have always felt a huge amount of love and respect from my friends, fans, and supporters. I have loved you all so much and enjoyed making art for you.
You don't want to get mixed up with a guy like me. I'm a loner, Dottie. A rebel.
Wow. All I could say is he led a successful life. Let's just say it wasn't a happy life, but a successful life. You see, in 2016, Sasha, Pee-wee's Big Playhouse was going to come make a comeback that was not shown on ABC in nearly almost 25, 30 years. Okay, but they were going to give Pee-wee somewhat of a second chance, right? He was going to make his comeback. Yep. He was going to come back on. You've seen the musical Broadway. He was going to get into that. But you see the little thing, when I mentioned loner, I've been saying loner for the whole episode. He was throwing some pointers out there in his earlier series there in Pee-wee's Big Playhouse there, one of the movies that he was in, where he was talking to his, on-screen girlfriend, saying, you don't want to get involved with me. I'm a loner. I'm a rebel.
And a rebel.
Yeah. So, it's sad, Sos. It really is. I was not aware of the cancer myself until, that was brought up to my attention just like a few days ago. So, I don't know, Sos. It's sad, man. We've talked about this many times on the show, with everything, like with depression, anxiety, mental illness. I think is the
epidemic.
It is. I think it's a real. It's the real pandemic of this country. I've said it many, many times. Like we need to destroy mental illness. We really do, because it destroys a lot of lives. It upsets families, friends, work colleagues. I mean, it's the real cure we have to try in this country is to try to cure mental illness. It's going to be hard, but we're going to have to. I mean, modern technology, you think we would have, the techniques in order to battle it,
Yeah. Yep.
So So, yeah, guys, as we close it out, I want to say thanks to some sponsors here that's been picking up the show. Our loyal sponsor here, Live Rishi CBD products, guys. If you use the promo code Savage10, guys, you're going to get 20% off your order with their amazing products. This product that's being featured here in the episode is the Rishi Balm Rub, okay? And they stand by their promise, guys. They really do. It's amazing products. I've been using it for well over a year. So thank you very much, liverishi.com for sponsoring the show. Also want to say thank you to one of our new sponsors here, Zombie Coffee and Donuts out in Athens, Georgia, guys. Their donuts are made fresh right as you order it. So you know you're not getting a donut that's been sitting on the shelf for I don't know how long. But check them out, guys. They're right on Broadway in downtown Athens, which is Bulldog country. So for all my college students out there in the University of Georgia, go Bulldogs, right? So stop by Zombie Coffee and Donuts, guys. Tell them you heard it on Savage Unfiltered. And you were checking the show out with Mike and Cousin Sos here on the show from the Sos Report. So awesome stuff, guys. Last sponsor, and I'm out of here. I'm going to get you guys out of here. iHeartRadio, guys, is coming up with their music festival this September. That's right, guys. It's going to be held at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. That's right. Sin City is going to be hosting their annual iHeartRadio Music Festival this September 22nd and 23rd. Get your tickets while they last, guys. They're selling out like crazy. There's not many tickets left, I'm told. It's almost at 80% capacity. So you got like 20 more percent of tickets left, and then that's it. That's it. That is it. And then they're gone. Then once they're gone, guys, you're going to have to listen to it on the iHeartRadio app or on iHeartRadio.com. That's the only way. So other than that, guys, I'm out of here. Sos, you got anything going on? I know you're getting excited for your big relaunch of your show.
I am. I am
August 17th, right?
August 17th is big. It's a big time. And not that, but the day in the life of Sos is it's an off-brand of the Sos Report, and it is a daily vlog of my life. It's a more of a fun / interactive way of people getting to see like Sos from behind the mic and stuff, and seeing what Sos is up to. So I think it's kind of very funny. I think it's something creative I'm doing. I've also been posting heavily on TikTok and been posting quite a bit of heavy content. So you do not want to miss my social media. Give her a follow on TikTok, Instagram, and of course Facebook, where we report true and unbiased information about what's going on about Russia and what about the geopolitical atmosphere. Now that, but Sports Wednesday is coming back with your co-hosts Michael Gardner and I.
Yeah, I can't wait, guys. Sports Wednesday, yep, coming back.
We got a lot to talk about too.
Yeah, we do have a lot to talk about. What, Sos? I got a question, man. I know it's been a long time. When was the last Sports Wednesday? Do you remember at all, or it's been maybe 3 months, right? 3.5 months.
Like 6 months or 8 months.
It's been that long? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're gonna come back to it. We're gonna do a huge launch, or we're gonna do like a big TikTok thing and say, hey guys, you do not want to miss Sports Wednesday, where we get to talk with my co-host and I about NFL and about, because I'm not a really big NBA person.
Me neither.
Or MLB. I'm a big football person and college football.
Yeah, I can't stand NBA or
No.
I don't. I mean, it gets boring. It's like hockey, man. They go up and down, the court, and and I mean, it's after a while your eyes get tired and your head gets tired because you guys constantly do this. With football, with football and baseball, even hockey, I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, but hockey's similar to basketball, but at least there's action. People get slammed into the wall, and baseball and football, it's like you could be anywhere in a stadium, or you could be watching it anywhere in your house, and there's all different angles, man. You could be looking, at at a sack at one corner of the screen, or you could be looking at a foul ball, on baseball on one side of the screen. I mean, the action's more involved, I think. But
Yeah. Well, and not that, but this year I do plan on going to more football games at Lambeau Field.
yeah,
This year I do plan to go there because it's a whole different perspective on it, and it's of course it's going to be more, and it's going to be more interactive. And my goal is to try to be more interactive and try to get to see different stadiums and stuff. So we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, and with all this in mind, remember to keep it saucy.
yeah, take it easy, Sos, and get yourself better, man.
Oh, thank you.
All right, brother. Bye. Take it easy. All right, guys. As I close it up here, awesome to have Cousin Sos here on the show. He's battling some seasonal allergies, possibly a cold. It looks like it's the weather, guys. I get I'm due for a cold probably any day now. I haven't had one in I don't remember how long ago. But unfortunately, guys, the stuff that we discussed on the show needed to be discussed. Paul Rubens, known to the world as Peewee Herman, dead at the age of 70, will be very, very missed. I mean, who didn't love Peewee Herman, even though he was kind of wacky and somewhat perverted? He still made a lot of people laugh on his movies and TV series of shows. So, I mean, that's got to respect it. Guys, as I close it out, I want to make another reminder here. Check me out on August 10th, guys, as I will be on Miss Liz Tea Time. Miss Liz out of Canada. So I'm looking forward to that show. Can't wait to discuss about everything. I'm not really sure what she's going to be asking me or interviewing me with, but I'm looking forward to being on the show. So can't wait to be on the Miss Liz Tea Time show there. So you want to check that out. I know she's going to be live streaming on YouTube and Rumble. So check it out, guys. Miss Liz Tea Time. So really, really awesome stuff. I hope you enjoyed the episode that Sos and I had touched on just the other day. Cousin Sos back on the show as we were discussing about the toxicness in here in America. It's out of control. Out of control. If you missed that episode, guys, check us out on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Rumble, YouTube. We're all over the place. Just, whether I don't like using Google, but there's some folks that enjoy using the app. You can Google search it or DuckDuckGo. I DuckDuckGo everything because I love the privacy of it. So DuckDuckGo or Savage Unfiltered, that's the way to do it. Savage Unfiltered, we pop up all over the place. What else? I think we got everything going on very well. Did you see the episode we did? Everything coming into my head. I got to make sure I get them out of here. Get them out there. Excuse me. With our good friend from Tennessee, Rusty Elzy, back on the show, guys, as we were discussing cloning. It's a danger to all of us, guys. I'm looking at my phone earlier today, and I've gotten at least 10, 15 robocalls a day. I hate what a passion telemarketers. I hate them. But what I hate the most is these robocalls that sometimes use your personal information. They'll fake their persona as if you're talking to a family member, guys. We got into it deep, guys. So check that episode out with my good friend, Rusty Elzy, firm believer of the Second Amendment. He's a pro Second Amendment supporter. And we discussed the dangers of cloning, guys. Again, available on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google Podcast, Rumble, YouTube. The list goes on. So without further ado, guys, I think I'm done here. yeah, we got everything that we needed to say here on the show, and I'm gonna go get myself some dinner here because it's about dinner time. Thanks very much, guys. Keep it savaged, and till next time, take it easy, guys.